It's Susan back again. It's still only the 19th of August in the UK. It's about 9:45 in the evening, as I say, UK time. Thanks very much for tuning in, by the way. I've never done two in one day, but this one's been on my mind a wee bit. I didn't know how to put it across until I saw this headline um, this evening. And I mean, basically, it's saying that 474 people have been charged during the riots. And of these, 74, I think it's 74, 73 people are under the age 18. So what did I reckon? That was about 15% are under the age of 18. Um, and and this goes across the board. I mean, some of them, yeah, they've been thrown bricks, they've had offensive weapons, blah blah blah. But what gets me is that the headlines we're regularly seeing somebody of the age of 13, somebody of the age of 12, um, a woman with 6 children has been jailed for something that she did in the riots, right enough she was thrown a brick. But the fact is, they tell you that she's got 6 children. Now, it may well be that these 6 children are all fit and able to look after themselves. They may well be 16 and 25 or whatever. Or maybe the state are going to have to look after these 6 children. So I get the feeling that yet again, and this is if you've been following my series of videos on this, I just feel that our buttons are being pressed again. We're being triggered because or I know that my initial reaction is to go, oh my goodness, a 12-year-old. Why are they arresting a 12-year-old? How bad could it be to arrest the 12-year-old, a 13-year-old, and so on and so forth? So our emotions are being triggered by the headlines that are coming out about these arrests. Simultaneously, they're telling us just today or yesterday or whatever it was that prisons are overcrowded and they're having to release some of these criminals early. So you're getting hardened criminals released early for folk who have been incited and manipulated to riot over something that the government's done. And we're also seeing people who are being charged with what they thought or what they said on Facebook or whatever. There are so many triggers coming into our emotions. I think it was Yorkshire Ambulance Service are withdrawn from Twitter because they don't like what's happening. They don't like this free speech. And everything that is being fired out is to incite some emotion in us, a negative emotion at that. And I felt I had to come tonight before more of this is seen on the news and so on and so forth, to remind people not to get triggered by what they see on the news. They don't know how true it is. They don't know the reasons for putting it out there. It we need to keep ourselves calm. We need to keep ourselves happy. We should not allow ourselves to be triggered into negative emotions by the unreliable information that is appearing, whether it be from what we previously thought as reliable sources, or newspapers that we've bought for the past 30 years, the 6 o'clock news that we've watched for the past 40 years, whatever it happens to be that we always thought was reliable. Um, all I'm saying is don't be triggered by what you're hearing and what you're seeing. There's always a backstory, and you're not getting the backstory. As I read in just in my rubbish novels that I read, but I thought it was quite a good line. There's always two sides to every story, and then there's the truth. And the two sides, of course, are usually one perspective, one person's perspective, perception, one person's perception, and another person's perception of what's actually happening. And neither of them quite match the truth. So we need to remember, and I'm urging you not to get triggered by what you're seeing, what you're hearing. Um, Keep it calm, keep it happy. Watch your funny dog stories compilations on YouTube or whatever it is you want to do to keep yourself happy. Play with your reins, sit in the park and watch the antics um, of the kids in the park, seeing as the English school holidays are still on. If you're in Scotland, they're all gone back and they've all got sad faces, so that's not going to work. But anyway, keep yourselves up there, keep yourselves happy, keep yourselves aloof. I think is the appropriate word at the moment from everything that's happening. Two sides to every story, and then there's a truth. I like that. So yeah, go out there, live your life, live, love, and be happy, and just let it all happen about you. Thanks very much for tuning in. This is going to help somebody else. Share it. Oh, and a big thank you to I've had a couple of new subscribers. Thanks very much for watching. I hope this helps you in some way, uh, even if it's just to give you food for thought. It's nice to see you, and I'll be happy to see any of your comments. So, thank you very much. Good night.